What's up, guys? We are about to get straight into the workout today, but I just wanted to kind of talk about it just for a second. I started this workout with like 2 compound lifts. You see me squat and then do an RDL. I am 4 weeks out from my show, so I'm not focusing too much on the weight. I'm really focusing more on volume. This week I actually made a change, and normally I do 1 quad focused day and 1 more glute and hamstring focused. I am doing 2 glute and hamstring focused leg days until the show, just to make sure I keep my glutes super round and full. But either way, this workout is solely focused on the booty. It's killer. My pump was unreal after this. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the footage that I put out, and so you don't miss any good workouts. And I hope you guys enjoy this workout, and it is killer. So give this video a thumbs up and try it out, because your booty will be on fire. It's a really good one. Okay.
What's up, guys? So I'm going to take you through this workout. I'm leaving this footage kind of raw, so I'm just going to let it play and kind of talk over what I'm doing. Right now we're starting with squats. I have my feet slightly wider than I normally would with regular squats, just to activate my glutes and hamstrings a little bit more. This is our first working set. I believe we did 4 sets of 6 reps. So find a weight that you're kind of struggling the last 2 reps. Again, I did mention that I'm not trying to go super heavy. I'm just trying to get that volume in this week. This is the girl that I work out with. Her name is Jessica. And it's really been nice to have her this prep to push me and support me. But either way, here I am. This is my second set. It's a little bit slower on the way up just because I'm pushing as hard as I can. And remember, for all of these movements, because it is booty and hamstring day, that you need to be pushing through your heels to really activate those glutes. And then again, squeezing my butt as hard as I can on the way up. Here Jess goes again on her second set, and we did repeat these squats for about, well, 4-6 sets. Alright, so next we're going into RDLs. For these we did 4 sets of 12. I think I actually went for about 10 to 12, just kind of whatever felt good. This felt pretty heavy, to be completely honest. On these, you want to make sure that your head is staying neutral. I had to switch my grip here. I was really slipping. But again, you want to make sure that your head is staying neutral. And you kind of want to act like the bottom of your butt is a hinge, and you're pulling straight up through that hinge. So you shouldn't feel these too much in your lower back, although your lower back is going to feel some tension. You really want to be pulling with your hamstrings. So I've said this time and time again that I'm acting like my hamstrings are like a rubber band. So right there, I'm stretching them and I'm pulling it up. I'm stretching that rubber band and I'm pulling it up. Either way, it's all about that muscle-mind connection, and really just acting like you're pulling straight through your hamstrings. So when you come up and squeeze your butt, that butt squeeze should pull you all the way up. You shouldn't be using anything other than your hamstrings to pull you straight up through this movement. This movement is killer if you really focus on using your muscle and focus on that muscle-mind connection. My legs were literally shaking after just these 2 movements. Next, you see me going into these single leg presses, which I did for about 12 reps for 3 sets. If you guys notice, I have my toe completely hanging off the edge of these. This is making sure that it's making me make sure that I'm pushing through my heel. I feel this coming all the way down to right, like under my butt, like targets the underbutt. If you see, I can kind of like, I'm kind of touching my underbutt because I feel it in there. And this foot placement just allows me to push straight through my heels to make sure that I am activating that little underbutt area, and to make sure that I am activating my hamstrings. I then immediately superset this With wide stance jump squats, I'm pushing my knees out against that band just to activate those glutes, and I'm getting 12 of these, getting as low as I can, pushing through my heels. This next movement is a very challenging movement. I actually saw this on Nikki Blacketter's channel, so exercise credit to her. But I ended up putting a plate on this little bench because it was super hard going that low after those first 3 movements that we had already done. On this one, you want to act like you're sitting back on a chair and you're pushing straight through that heel, like always. I'm kind of coming up and squeezing that butt cheek that I'm working. If you notice, I have a slight pelvic twist at the top just to make sure that that glute is activating the way it should be. I'm only getting 8 reps on each side, and we're repeating this for 3 times. This little workout here is a superset, but this is killer, and this is one of those other workouts that you feel right under your butt. But then again, make sure you're pushing through that heel, or else you're going to feel this in your quad for sure. Especially if you're quad dominant, you can really easily turn this into a quad exercise. So make sure you're pushing through that heel. We supersetted this with a single leg elevated glute thrust. So right here again, you see my toe is completely off the floor. I'm pushing straight up, and basically what I'm doing here is just pumping all the blood to my glutes, and that's what's going to give you that big round pump. Not coming down too far. I like to put my foot on top of that other knee just to put a little weight on there, and it just, I don't know, it feels more comfortable for me. So I am pushing straight through that heel, getting 15 on each side. We repeated those 2 exercises for 3 sets. Okay, our very last exercise of the night, we went into this triset, and this means that you have 3 exercises that you repeat back to back to back, and you repeat those for a total of 3 sets. Sorry, the lighting is kind of funky right here. This first movement is a Landmine Curtsey Lunge. So basically you want to just act like you're keeping your front foot straight, but you're kind of stepping out into the side. Just make sure that you're not letting your knee go over your toe, and you're really sitting back into the movement, pushing through your front heel, and you should feel this like on your side glute area. These ones were really killer. But yeah, so after this, I immediately went into, you guys will see me right here, wide stance goblet squats, and after those landmine curtsey lunges, this was killer. Ass needs to be to the grass on these. You need to be pushing your knees out at the top to activate your glutes. Come up, squeeze your butt, get a weight that is challenging. You should be dying at this point. And then after this, we are going straight into these, I didn't know what to call them, but they're these little hamstring, booty, curls, whatever you want to call them. Really engaging that hamstring, pulling with your hamstrings. We finished with 10 of these, and again, this is a triset, so you're repeating back to back to back until you are finished.